stars fast on that summer high. And when I held your heart and you held mine, and love was blind. You were all I needed when love was blind. You were all I needed when love was blind. When love was blind.
Woo! That was awesome. Thank you, Frank.
It's a little early.
Yeah, it sounded really good though. So I got just a couple of questions for you. I know you said you were inspired by 60s folk singers as kind of
60s, 70s.
right. So what was there a moment in your life when you can look back on it and think like that was when I really knew I was connected to that music?
Well, I mean, look, I'm 41 years old, so I was born like
You are
I was born in '74, so I was born like way after all that. I just think I learned to play guitar when I was young, and in my 20s, I kind of just started listening to this stuff. So it was already like old music, and I just was like, I thought like I was getting good on guitar, you know, by 20, and then I listened to some of this simple stuff, and I was like, whoa, I can't play this. You know what I mean? It just
Right.
kind of made me. I like the simple fact of the simplicity of just somebody with a guitar able to like.
Right. So it was kind of you mean it was challenging? So
yeah.
So you took it up.
Yeah, and I just that's what I think it was, and it, you know, I've listened to all kinds of stuff, but that was what got me into wanting to play guitar and sing.
Right.
You know.
And who do you like to play? Who do you like to play for? Like, what's your favorite kind of audience?
My favorite. I think my favorite kind of audience is the kind of audience that will get what I do. You know, like people that are actually listening. Because if I play a lot of times, if I play some of the clubs that are a little more like boisterous,
Right.
It goes over people's heads. There are people that'll pay attention and like will automatically, let's say, love what I do because that's their thing. But it's difficult for them, I think, sometimes to appreciate it with all the other background noise going
Right.
on, which tends to drown out somebody like me really quickly.
Right. I understand that.
So my best.
You need like a sitting, watching audience.
Yeah, like a listening room. And I just did a gig at Rockwood a few weeks ago, and it was a good room for that. It's a room where it's an intimate setting. People are there to listen.
Right.
So you know, you get a little more. It's a little more gratifying to play for people like that.
Do you travel around to perform, or just try to do local?
I mean, I mainly do local. I do bar gigs here in Queens, and most of the work that I do really is private work.
Right.
People that hire me to come do an event at their either like a cocktail party,
Sure.
or it could be a wedding cocktail party. I don't,
Right.
you know,
Bar
I don't
mitzvahs.
sing "Feel It Hot, Hot, Hot," you know, and do the electric slide, but I'll do a cocktail hour, things that are suited to kind of what I do.
Right.
You know, so those type of people tend to, you know, those tend to do that.
And do you ever play with? Do you have any partners that you play with, or?
Yeah, when I do my original stuff, if it's an original gig like at Rockwood or at the Bitter End or or BB King's, places that are, you know, more like venue style places, I'll go in with a percussionist and a bassist, upright bass.
Right. And do you like to sing any cover tunes or play any cover tunes or no?
I mean, I haven't done them. I play a bunch of cover tunes when I do private parties.
Sure.
I'll mix in my own stuff. When I do original gigs, you know, I just haven't done any cover tunes. It's so funny. When I do original gigs, I never throw in cover tunes, and I should.
Right.
Because people do like to hear your take on a cover tune.
Right.
And you know, maybe I'll have to start doing that.
Oh, I don't know. It was just a thought. I was like thinking
Yeah,
to myself, what do musicians play when they're not playing their own music, and especially, you know, that you're a musician, you probably love to be playing and singing all the time. So is kind of what I'm thinking you're like.
It comes and goes. Like, I mean, lately I've been inspired again to play, but you know, when you're in the trenches, and I'm very fortunate. I get to make a living you know, and have a house and have a decent life playing music for
Right.
people, and that's a blessing. You know, am I on a world tour, selling millions of records? No, and that kind of sometimes, you know, you wake up and you're like, what am I doing? But when you have to count your blessings,
Right,
You know?
no, that's
so
true.
sometimes I don't always feel like singing, but then when
You're not supposed to admit that.
But I do. I do. You know, when I don't feel like singing, I just start playing some Bob Dylan stuff. And I
Right.
remember, like, hey, that's what I enjoy. Stop
See?
making. Don't make more of it than it is.
We got down to what kind of inspired you. What kind of?
Oh yeah. You know,
A little Bob Dylan.
simplicity. Yeah, simplicity.
It's an inside joke of Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Okay.
Can you sing a little ditty from Bob Dylan song for us?
Yeah. Which one should I do? All right. Here's a pretty one. Let's try this one. Well, it ain't no use to sit down while, baby, if you don't know by now. And there ain't no use to sit down while, baby, it'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. So don't think twice, it's alright.